with equal proficiency.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, this is into the hands of the tight end Tunyon. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Again, other partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, Dillon. And some room to run now. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Over here.
They run once more with Dillon. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, here's Dillon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, that's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play fake. Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for the Saints. Hill
on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. Hill now operating from the red zone. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away? But that would not being picked off.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. They'll roll him out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Back deep, Alontae Taylor. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So here we go on 4th. Hill. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a gain of 64 yards. And the Saints, first down.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Hill. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and goal, Hill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Hill now to throw. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Hill looking to throw for it. And this will be caught. So the try for 2 good, and it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Under pressure, they got him again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And here's Taylor on the return.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Hey, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
He's going to take another shot here. He's got it at the 15. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards.
That's good for the Saints.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Again, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside. They give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Again, it's Jones. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's got some space here.
70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 1 back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
They gave it a shot with the deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Play action. It's Hill. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 30 on second down, Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson now. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 33. And that play started back at their own 33. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. On third down. Here's Jones. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away.
James Prochet deep for Baltimore.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On second and very short, Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action now. Jackson slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Now Jackson on first down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's got it.
And the Ravens are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll run here with Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Play action. It's Jackson.
A swing pass here to Edwards.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards
from 3 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Rodgers. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. Down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. And able to find Allen Lazard.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Rolling to his left. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Bo Melton.
56 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Packers 21, Ravens 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Packers 28, Ravens 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Three quarters have come and gone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a 1st down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
This